Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Team One Leadership Call. My name is Rick Weston, and thank you all very much for taking the time to get onto our call this evening. What I really wanted to do today is just go over a few different things for the team. First of all, I wanted to talk about really, what is Team One? What is my vision for Team One, and where we're going to be going as an organization within MyFunlife. And then I also want to talk about some methods that we can employ right now that will help us to literally triple the size of our organization really almost overnight. And so some things that we can do very simply working together as an organization. And then I want to talk about our matrix, do a quick training on how the matrix really works. Okay, so because I know there's a lot of misconceptions out there about spillover and those types of things, and I really want to lay that to rest and really show you guys exactly how the matrix works and what you should expect when you're developing your organization with MyFunlife, in month 1, month 2, all the way through 12 months, going out, so you can really see what you should be expecting as far as the way of growth and really, overflow and all those things and how you build your business with MyFunlife. And then after that, what I'd like to do is go ahead and open up the lines, have an open workshop with everybody. If you have any questions or anything, bring them up. Whether it's a question about Team One, whether it's a question about MyFunlife and how to build the business, I want you to fire them off at me, and we'll see how we can do on these today. We'll try to answer as many questions as we can here today, and then we'll put all this up into our team resource section for recorded videos on different trainings and stuff like that. So this is all going to become part of our record here for Team One. So first of all, really want to talk about the vision of Team One. What is Team One? Now, Team One is not Rick Weston, not one person. It's our organization. And my goal with Team One is to really bring in leadership from all over within our organization into one organization that's kind of flying under one banner. Okay, and I'm not saying, hey, if you're a leader and you've got a way that you go out and you build your organization, and you built an organization with 20,000 people in it before, and you have the way that you do things. I'm not here to tell you how to do business or anything else, but what I'm looking for is putting together. Really, I want everybody to buy into the idea that by working together collectively, pooling our resources, pooling our talents, working under one banner, Team One, establishing really our brand within MyFunlife. My goal is to have here pretty soon, you can see the website here, the Team One website, and if you guys can't see the website, please do let me know. Type in some chat messages or anything like that. And Brody, I see you're on. Fantastic. Good to have you, sir. So the thing is, when you come onto the Team One website right now, we have a community. And the whole goal of Team One is to develop a worldwide community, a worldwide resource for our organization of leadership, of training, and of tools and resources that when you sign somebody up with Team One, with MyFunlife, and they're part of Team One, they already have a whole package of things that are going to help them to build their business. If somebody joins our organization and they're on the other side of the planet away from you, they can come in here and they can go into your user profile. Here, I'll click on mine right now. They can go to your user profile. They can get your information. They can find out things about you, like your contact information, that stuff, and get information. So here it is. You can go right in here. It's got my link, got my emails, got my phone number right there. You guys can put all that information right there in your user profile by editing it and then adding the information in. And this will get cleaned up a little bit. It's kind of rough right now, but we'll just get the information out there. And so what we're doing, and I put some different hobbies in here. You notice they're hyperlinked. Well, we want to get all those out there. Well, here I am. I'm an avid inventor. Okay, maybe you want to put some different stuff in there about yourself. Okay, that's not just network marketing, that kind of stuff. But getting back to the vision of our team, of our organization, of Team One, is we really want to have something where when you sign somebody up, they feel like they're home. Okay, they don't feel like they're off by themselves, somewhere on the planet trying to build their business, and they don't have any support or anything like that. Now granted, everything's brand new. This website is brand new. Our resources are brand new. It'll be developed, and it'll flourish, and it'll grow over time. And really, that's going to come from you guys helping to do that. Go into the forums and post a question. Maybe it's a question that you think someone else might want to might want to know the answer to. Well, then post a topic about it, okay? And then we'll organize these things and put them into our forums so that we can have a really useful resource for all of our team members. Okay, so we have a couple different forums right now, general forums, MyFunlife and Team One. Go in there and post some topics. This is how we grow our database of information to help everybody in the organization. So really my vision, my goal of MyFunlife is really to be an organization when people identify themselves with Team One, when they see Team One, I want them to feel like, I want the word on the street to be, hey, this is the team with incredible leadership, leaders all throughout the company. We're going to be using our team opportunity calls. It's going to be our training ground, guys. We're going to start doing team opportunity calls every week. We'll start with one a week, okay, in addition to the corporate calls, but we'll start doing one a week, then we'll start doing 2 a week, then pretty soon we'll have 5, then we'll have 10, we'll have 20, okay, calls being done by leadership within Team One. Those leaders, the guys that decide to step up and do meetings and do trainings and do calls, well, then we're going to showcase them and put leadership spotlight, right up on the website, okay? That way we can identify who our leaders are within our organization. I want you guys to come forward. I want your information. If you have a talent, see, this is what I want Team One to be about. It's not about one person or anything else. It's about one. It's about one organization, okay? That's what Team One is all about. We are one organization, and whether you're a leader in the organization, cross-line to somebody else or whatever, it doesn't matter. We're all going to work with each other's people within the organization, within Team One, and support each other, because how do we get paid, guys? It's a matrix. Did you know that everything you do in a matrix affects somebody else in the matrix, which then somehow affects you at some point in time? Okay, so let's have a giving attitude. Let's have a selfless attitude within our organization and work with our people, okay? And it'll help grow everything as a whole. And so that is really the vision. I know I kind of ramble on there, and it's not necessarily the most clear thing ever, but really that's the vision of Team One. I want an organization that we have lots of leadership. We already have tons of leadership out there. We just need to bring everybody in under the Team One banner and then start marketing and doing everything that we do under one organization, okay? And this will become really clear when we start talking about a few other things here. And matter of fact, let's go ahead and talk about those things right now. Let's talk about some of the things that we can do as a team right now to actually triple the size of our organization. And I was thinking about this the other day, and I was going through the back office, and I'm going to show you my back office here right now. Here we are, guys. This is us after the purge. Okay, we had 802 people in our organization. Okay, about half of those guys were I would say dead wood. Okay, these are guys that came on and they're freeloaders. Okay, that's the way I want to look at it. Is that a lot of these guys that got purged out of the system were nothing but freeloaders. They didn't do anything anyway. And you know what? I'm actually glad that they're no longer in the system, because it is going to directly affect you more, because now there are no dead spots in our matrix. There's nobody that's just taking up a dead spot, okay? When there's overflow in the matrix, and we're going to go over this in more detail, but when there's overflow in the matrix, it actually goes under somebody that is doing something in the business, and it gets them excited. Now, do we necessarily want to lose all those people that got out of the business? No. When I say, hey, they were a freeloader or just taking up space, well, that's what they were doing, fundamentally. But are they good people? Absolutely. We want to work with them, but we need to re-educate everybody. I think a lot of people got involved in this business in the beginning, and they heard the word overflow, and they thought it meant that word also meant don't work. Okay, and so they thought, hey, I can just sign up and take a position, and all of a sudden I'm going to be rich because, hey, it's the beginning of the company. Well, I'm going to tell you what, just because the matrix is a matrix, it doesn't mean that it necessarily builds perfectly like a matrix from day one. I mean, we're going to go over this in the matrix training, and I know I'm getting a little bit off topic here, so let's get back on the pre-enrollees, or on how we can triple our organization. And I kind of let it slip there, but it's really with our pre-enrollees. Look at our organization here, guys. We have 4,010 pre-enrollees in our organization currently, right now. Okay, that's a mixture of people that are free signups and people that are just pre-enrollees, period. Okay. Now, when you're signing up and you're out talking to people about MyFunlife, and you're talking about, the business, Are you talking to them and, how does it sound? Does it sound better if you talk to somebody and say, hey, I just got started in the business, I don't have anybody on my team, and I really want you to join? Or does it sound a little bit better when you say, you know what, if you join our organization, Team One, we have over 4,000 people that have already pre-enrolled to take a look at MyFunlife to join, that you can actually jump ahead of right now. And some of those guys could potentially end up on your team when they decide to join the business. Doesn't that sound a little bit better? Okay, I know that's a real simple idea, but we need to use our organizational strength. There's strength in numbers. You guys have heard it probably a million times. There's strength in numbers. Use our numbers to your advantage. Use the fact that we have 4,000 pre-enrollees that are looking at joining the business that could go under somebody if they join the business right now. Okay? Use that fact. Use the fact that we have an organization that's almost 500 people strong right now that are all active in the business. Every single one of you guys that's on the phone right now, you guys are leaders. As far as I'm concerned, you guys are taking time out of your day to get involved in a call that you didn't have to on a Saturday. I mean, I know it was totally impromptu. I just threw it out there, and I wanted to see how many of you guys would show up, to be quite honest. But also, I wanted to get a video put together that we could use to talk about what we're doing here with Team One, because the thing is, this is going to be gigantic, guys. When we have our organization completely structured, when we have our lead generation system in place, when we have our training systems in place so that you can get training on social marketing, on online marketing, on network marketing, on recruiting, on how to get somebody to a webinar, on how to get somebody on a three-way call, how to do a three-way call professionally, how to use your upline, how to do edification correctly. That is how you're going to build your business. That's how you're going to duplicate, and that's how we're going to attract the top leadership in the industry in network marketing to Team One, and they will end up in your organization. That is the importance of Team One. That is the importance of our team website and our resources, and that is why I've been working so hard to put these things together for you guys. And I hope that you guys can understand that. I hope you guys get why we're doing this. I don't want anyone to feel like they're alone when they join in MyFunlife and join as part of Team One. I don't want them to feel like they're out in la-la land somewhere on the internet trying to recruit online. And by the way, if that's all you're doing, you are going to have a hard row to hoe, okay? If you're just trying to market online with MyFunlife, unless you're a superstar online a marketer, you're going to have a long road to hoe, okay? It's going to be a lot of work, okay? You need to do the things that make you successful first in networking, and that's working your list, okay? Working the people that you know, okay? Working, and if you don't know people, then go meet people. Go out and meet your neighbor. Go out and get in the parent-teacher association. Go to the church. Go to where people are, meet them, interact, and start building your network. Build a network. Build your friendships first, your business second, okay? Just a quick word of advice on that, but that is what you need to be doing. Going out online and marketing, 50 million places online, and they go, man, I don't understand why I'm not signing anybody up, or I don't understand why my business isn't growing. Well, the thing is, part of how we solve that problem is this. Normally when you market somebody online and they join the business, how much communication do you have with them? Probably not a whole lot. How much interaction do they feel? Not a whole lot. How close do they feel to you and your organization? Not a whole lot, right? Now with Team One, when you bring somebody in off the internet, the very first thing you should be doing is getting them onto the team website. Get them registered. Very first thing. Get them registered on the Team One website. Now we can communicate with them. Now we can help get them trained. Now we can work with them directly when you can't. Okay? I understand. Everybody has a job, guys. I'm not out here, 12 hours a day doing nothing but MyFunlife. I have another business, that I have to run. Okay, so I'm running another business while I'm building MyFunlife, while I'm, going out and doing three-way calls and conference calls and everything else. So I understand. I understand that you have a life outside of MyFunlife, and that's why we need to have our Team One organization, our Team One website, and all the utilities there to help support you. Because now when somebody comes and they join the business and they can't get a hold of you, guess where they can go? They can go right in here to the members, and I have a problem with my site here. Okay, here we go. So they can go right in, click on members, and go and find who is just recently active. All right, Ellen Mitchell, and I know you're on the call right now. Okay, I need to contact her and ask her a question. Maybe she can answer a question for me real quick. Or maybe I can go into the forum and find my answer. Maybe I can go into the member resources and find a training video on it when those are available. Okay, those are the types of things that we're going to be able to do directly through the Team One Worldwide website. Now, how we go out and we triple the size of our organization right now in the next 30 to 45 days, guys, tripling your organization, maybe even doing more than that for some of you, because I think this is going to create an incredible amount of overflow in our organization. And it's by simply going through and doing two things. When you're marketing and talking to people, number one, talk about the strength of our organization. In fact, we have over 4,000 people just like them looking to join the business that they can jump ahead of right now. And number two, what you need to do is you need to go into your contact manager, okay, in your back office, go into your contact manager, and you know that you can go in here, you can find active and inactive members, okay, but look for pre-enrollees. Get all your pre-enrollees, pull your pre-enrollee list. There you go, pre-enrollee list. You know, some of these actually have phone numbers. Get with your upline and do three-way calls with every single one of these pre-enrollees that has a phone number. Every single person in our organization, we have 4,000 pre-enrollees, many of which have phone numbers. Some are fake, you know, whatever, I understand that. A lot of them have emails. Get with your upline, get with your sponsor, get with your sponsor's sponsor, whomever you need to get with, and start doing three-way calls with your pre-enrollee list in order to talk to these people directly to bring them into MyFunlife. Talk about Team One. Talk about our resources. Talk about the things that will help them to succeed in the business, and show them that you care enough to give them a phone call. Okay? A lot of these guys are just internet, right? Let's get on there and let's actually pick up the phone and give them a call, and do that with your upline. Do not do it by yourself. Do not do it by yourself. Even if you are an expert, do not do it by yourself. I am going to get with my upline, and I am going to do three-way calls with my upline, okay? Don't think that you're an expert, or that you just because you're out in front of the room or whatever, that you don't need to follow the same steps. Follow those steps. Get with your upline, do three-way calls with these guys. It's incredibly powerful to do it that way, okay? It's incredibly powerful to do it that way, so do three-way calls. If we go out there and do this right now with our team, we have the ability to completely blow this organization up. And you know what? I think you guys get it. I think you guys get it. So let's see. I'm just reading a couple notes here. Go look at these couple questions. Booking hotels for a travel site. We need to use the email address that we signed up with to be tracked and get paid back. You know, that's a good question, Jim. He's asking if you use a different email address than what you signed up with to be tracked, do you get paid back? Well, as long as you're logged into your Cha-Ching booking portal, then anything you purchase through your Cha-Ching booking is going to be tracked back to you, so you should be fine. That's not going to be a problem. Okay, so the next thing, getting back, I guess, to pre-enrollees here. When you're working with these pre-enrollees, you need to, again, go through, work with your upline, and then talk to them about the strength of our organization. And then also another thing, most of these people, I'm going to tell you right now, because the marketing of the company, okay, is the branding of the company right now makes us look like a travel opportunity. We are not a travel opportunity. We are a mobile app opportunity. We are better than a travel opportunity. We can go into any multi-billion and trillion-dollar industry and develop a product. Now, when you're talking to people now, you want to make it really clear and distinctive about what MyFunlife really is. When we talk about our travel product, what that is, that's a membership to gain wholesale access to travel. That's what it is. The MyFun Travel portion of app is it's the fun condos and the fun trips. That's really the part of the membership, the $21 a month. When you talk about the Cha-Ching booking, the Cha-Ching booking is really just a free part of the app, okay? But it's not a paid member part. okay? Because we give that away for free to anybody, right? Just for taking a look at the business. But the fun condos and the fun condos and the fun trips, those are actually what you're getting for your membership. And when you look at that, the fun condos, I mean, very easy to show. There's literally thousands of dollars of savings that somebody could have just on 1 week-long stay at a hotel, okay, at a resort hotel. Just like we have one of our examples, $5,000 off of the Maya Palace, right? The Maya Palace, okay, down in Mexico, Cancun. $5,000 savings. You realize that's like, what, 16 years worth of membership savings? Okay, what I mean is if you pay $21 a month, it would take 16 years for you to eat up the savings that you got on one trip. Okay, that's because we're selling it at wholesale. That is what MyFunlife is. When we deliver a product, when we market a product, we are selling a membership to get wholesale access to those products and services. Imagine when we do this for health. Okay, when we release a health app, and we have our own supplement line, our own all-natural products, okay, your supplements, vitamins, minerals, weight loss products, stuff like that. Do you think it would be easy to sell those products if you could sell somebody a membership instead for $21 a month instead of spending $50 a bottle to go get, a diet product? They only had to spend 15 or 20 or 10. I mean, I don't know what the price is going to be, but those are the kind of savings that we're going to see. We're going to see huge savings. That is what MyFunlife is. We're a totally different network marketing company. We do not sell products for profit. We sell memberships for profit. Okay? That's the difference. Most of these guys that are pre-enrollees don't know that. They have no idea. They think we're a travel opportunity and they don't get it. Okay? They don't get it. The value of the company is the same. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. My girlfriend and I, we like to go on walks all the time. And around our house, we go on walks every day. Literally every day we go on walks, a couple times a day sometimes. And we go past this one area all the time, and on the sidewalk, there was this penny on the ground, right? And it was on the ground every day we walked by there for at least 3 weeks. Call it 2 weeks, but I think it was at least 3 weeks. It was sitting on the ground. There was this penny, and every day we walked by and go, oh, there's a penny. And my girlfriend would look at it, okay? She'd see it, and it was tails up, and she'd go, oh, it's unlucky, right? We walked by it. She didn't want to pick it up. Every day. Okay, now she didn't say that every day, but she said it every once in a while, right? But one day we were walking back, and I looked down, and I said, you know what? I wonder what would happen if I just turned the penny over. So I turned it over. The next day we walked by, the penny was gone. Same thing with the business, okay? MyFunlife has an intrinsic value, okay? It has value. We know what the value is, okay? Just like that penny has a value. It's just nobody saw the value until you turned it heads up. You guys need to turn this business heads up, okay, with your prospects. Get out there and retell the story. This is not a travel opportunity. It's much bigger than that. It's a mobile app company, but even more than that, it is a revolutionary way of doing network marketing. It's I think, a revolutionary way of marketing products, period. Because now we're giving truly wholesale pricing to the public, and the company is profiting on membership sales, just like a Costco, the same thing, but now we can do it in any industry, okay, any industry. So we want to get out there and we want to market to our pre-enrollees on that. So I think I've beaten that down enough. We will do some follow-up trainings on how to do some marketing, on some example ads that I've been working on here to kind of give you guys some ideas of things that you can do for marketing, and we'll do that here this coming week and get that done as well. So the next thing I'm going to want to talk about right now is I want to talk about the matrix and really how the matrix works, because a lot of people you got this idea, you sign up and the idea is, oh, well, hey, we get overflow. So as soon as we hear the word overflow and we take a look at the structure of the matrix, we think we know what's going to happen. That, well, it's going to fill top to bottom, left to right, next available position, and from the top of the company all the way down, and this is how it's going to fill out. But that's not how it actually works. You see, matrix, company, the company has 3 legs in the company, but it's not like everybody comes into the company from the top down. That's not how it works. Each organization, each leg everything builds independently. Each matrix builds independently. Your matrix builds independently, okay? As you grow and develop, and it'll make more sense here, but just in a sense, as you grow and develop, you then get spillover from your own personal efforts or from the efforts of people up above you who have filled out the first 3 positions and are now starting to sponsor additional people. But it's not like it fills from the very top of the company down as each new person joins the company. So if 20,000 people join the company, it doesn't mean that all 20,000 positions from the top down in the company matrix are going to be filled. Okay, that's not how it works. So let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit here. 3x10 force matrix features. Each position is allowed to have 3 open legs. Your 4th personally sponsored representative and beyond goes under your team, so your first 3 positions. The positions are filled from top to bottom, left to right in the matrix, and then there's it also alternates between your 3 legs. And I don't know if a lot of you guys knew that. That is how it actually works. And I'm going to show you another slide here which actually illustrates that, and that is in the keynote here. But let's take a look at this here real quick. And let's get to the right page. So let's talk about how, this is actually an overview, but let me skip ahead here, guys, because we're not doing an actual opportunity overview here tonight. Let's get down to the matrix section, how that works. All right, and I think we're there. Okay, spillover effect. Become a leader, get motivated, how spillover works. So it starts out with you. Of course, you fill your first 3 positions, right? You go out and sponsor 3 people, or maybe you get spillover from up above. Now, you sign up your 4th, 5th, and 6th person. Notice how they alternate between your 3 legs. Your 4th person goes under your first leg, your 5th person goes under your second leg, and your 6th person goes under your 3rd leg, and then it fills in, again, your first leg, second leg, 3rd leg with spillover. So if you were doing all the spillover, that's how it would fill up, and it does the same thing down below, right? So when it's full, it does the same thing, it starts spilling over. That is how spillover works in the matrix, guys, overall. So leaders create spillover while others just hope for it, and that is 100% true. So let's go back to the matrix training here. So now let's go to the next slide here just to kind of give you an illustration. So here it is again. Top person here is you. You sponsor your first person, your second person, your 3rd person. Your 4th goes in your first leg, your 5th in your second, your 6th in your 3rd, your 7th in your 1st, your 8th, your 9th in your 3rd, and your 10th in your 1st, your 11th in your 2nd, and your 12th in your 3rd, and so on and so forth. Now, that's how it would work if you were doing all the sponsoring, but really a matrix grows naturally like this, okay? So in this illustration, to kind of try to illustrate how the matrix actually grows, let's say you went out and you sponsored your first 3 people yourself immediately. That's fine and dandy. You filled your first 3 positions. Then you go out and you sponsor your 4th, your 5th, and your 6th, and you notice how they didn't exactly fall in the same positions, right? Because maybe this guy here that you sponsored in your first position, he actually sponsored a couple people and filled up his own first 2 or a couple different positions in his front level with his own personals, and then maybe you got some spillover in your middle leg, right? And then maybe some spillover in your 3rd leg, right? So your 2nd and your 3rd leg get some spillover. Now, if you notice, people go out when they start building the business. You know, this person here at the top may go out and sponsor somebody, who then sponsors somebody, who then sponsors someone, who then sponsors someone, and so on. Well, it goes in a straight line down. That's what the matrix actually looks like at that point. And the reason why is because they haven't filled their first 3 positions yet. Now, remember, and this is very key to see exactly how your matrix is going to grow over time. You know, everybody that gets involved in this company is not going to be a superstar, rock star, network marketing guru that's going to go out and recruit, 100 or 200 people, all at once. They're going to get involved. They're going to recruit, 1 person, maybe 2, right, the first month. We're talking about average people, right? This is what the average person does. They might sponsor 1 or 2 people, their first month, maybe 3, maybe 5, something like that, or maybe they only sponsor 1, because the average networker only recruits 2.5 people into any business. So this opportunity is really built for average because you only need to sponsor 3 to get qualified 7 levels deep to get paid. So if we can assume that everyone should be able to sponsor 3, but does that mean that they're going to sponsor 3 their first day, their first month, their first 2 months, their first 3 months. No. And so what happens is they actually sponsor somebody who sponsors somebody who sponsors somebody, or maybe they just sponsor one that sponsors one, right? And that's it. And it'll just incrementally grow. So what happens is, maybe after your first month, you may only have 2 or 3 people on your team, and you're looking at it and you go, man, this isn't very exciting yet. But you need to let your organization grow, because it's unreasonable to think that you're just going to blow your business up in your first month or 2 months or 3 months or whatever, unless you have lots of experience and you've got a network that you can bring in and grow, right? And so it takes time. But I'm going to show you here in a minute how it doesn't take that long, and it doesn't take that much success, quote unquote, success to be successful with this program. And so let's take a look at the next slide here and see what happens on the next page. And so, and then it continues to grow, right? And so, now all of a sudden, a guy goes out and sponsors one, but then he goes and sponsors another one over here, or this guy sponsors another one. So you notice your upper levels of your matrix start to fill in as people start getting their onesie, twosies on a monthly basis, right? And so your organization continues to grow and then does this as it moves down through your matrix. And so you start filling more and more of your positions at the top. And just to illustrate that, if we were to go and look at our organization right now, this is exactly where we're at right now, 90 days in approximately. And really where we're at, we've got basically the first 3 levels of the matrix are almost entirely full. Okay, no empty spots, just a few empty spots here and there. Okay, one or two here and there. Okay, then most of the 4th level is completely full. We have a couple spots that need to be filled on there, and now we're dropping down into the 5th level, which is down below this level right here. This is the 4th level. Okay, so then we'll start getting overflow down into the 5th level and beyond. That is how a matrix grows in a natural way. It grows naturally like that, and then over time it starts filling in at the top, and then now there's no place for the people that I'm sponsoring now. There's no place for them to go in the upper 3 levels, basically, maybe 1 or 2 spots. Now they're going to drop down into the level 4. And same thing with people down in the organization. As they sponsor people, there's no place for them to go other than deeper in the organization. But it takes time to get there, because remember, if you look at this illustration here, and if you got a guy that sponsors a guy that sponsors a guy that sponsors a guy that sponsors a guy, this guy right here that's, he's 4 levels down from the top guy, or 5 levels down from this guy, well, it's going to take a while for spillover to get down to him, right? It's going to take a while for these positions, because these guys are just average people, okay? On average, everybody's average, right? Okay, well, if everybody's average and they're sponsoring 3 people, and we know that it could take them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, whatever, to sponsor those 3 people, then it goes to make sense that your organization will start filling from the top down over time, and it'll start rapidly creating overflow down in the lower organization, because now, like right now in our organization, I think in our upper levels, we have over 120, 130 people filling all those positions that are now, when they recruit and they develop, and they're putting more people into the business, guess what? They are creating spillover. We have over 120 people, at least, I think closer to 200 in the organization, that anybody that they sponsor now becomes spillover, okay, for the organization. Use that. Use that. We have a very mature organization already, and it's going to do nothing but continue to grow and expand as we move forward. Now let's take a look at, talk about things, what to expect. Months 1 through 4, team structure, straight line development, like what I talked, straight line down. A person sponsors a person that sponsors a person. Month 5 through 8, upper levels of matrix mature, matrix moves into momentum. Months 9 through 12, growth and momentum extends. And to illustrate that, I wanted to show you kind of what to expect, when you're growing a business, really any business. And people talk about duplication all the time. And really, what is duplication? It's getting other people to do the same thing that you're doing on a daily basis to grow your business, right? If you're adding 1 person a month, and you get everybody on your team to add 1 person a month every single month, well, then this is what you would expect. You could expect to see 2,048 people in your organization month 12. Okay, at the end of month 12. Now, if you look at this graph here, obviously you have people joining your business here in the first few months, but I really wanted to exaggerate, exactly how your organization really grows so you can actually see how it works. Now, the problem is most people, when they get into a business, they get into a network marketing company, they give it, they look at it and say, oh, I'm going to give it, 4 or 5 months, whatever, 6 months, and then I'm out. If I'm not making, good money, then I'm going to move on to another opportunity or whatever. The problem is they failed to grasp something here, which is duplication takes time, and your duplication doesn't really kick in until after your 6 month, when you really start seeing things really take off and grow and develop. Everything that you're doing right now, it's just like, if you're a farmer and you're planting corn, and you went out and yesterday you planted your corn. Today, are you going to have corn? No. Are you going to have corn tomorrow? No. How long does it take to have corn ready to eat? Right? Several months. You got to grow it. But what you're planting now, the seeds that you're planting now, the team that you're developing right now is what develops your corn, okay, your crop at the end, okay, gives you that explosive growth. And the reason why people get out of the business after their 2nd month, their 3rd month, their 4th month, their 5th month, it's because their why isn't big enough. That's the reason. That's the reason why people quit, and because they haven't been educated to understand how their business is really going to grow. But if your why is not big enough, you'll quit, okay? You got to identify your why. Your why isn't to make money. If that's your only reason, then you're going to be sorely disappointed. Okay, you need to get a why that's big enough so you can be ecstatic. Okay, and so when I talk about a why, I'm talking about what is it that makes you get up in the morning to go build the business? What is it that makes you stay up late at night to build the business? What is it that makes you want to open up your mouth and actually talk to a stranger about the business? It's your why. Maybe it's to bring your mom and dad home from the nursing home, so they don't have to live in a nursing home in their old age, so you can take care of them. Maybe it's to send your kids to the best private schools money can buy so they get the best education, right? Maybe it is to move or do something like that. Well, if your why is big enough, it'll get you through these months right here when you start doubting your business, when you start doubting yourself. Don't give up on your why. Don't give up on mom and dad, okay? Don't give up on your kids. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on your business. Don't give up on you. You got to have a big why. If your why is big enough, you will make it to the point where your business starts really growing. Because as you look at this graph right here is based on one new rep your 1st month, and then everyone doing the same for 12 months. That's it. That's what this graph is built on. Now you notice month 1, you got 1 person, right? You're not very excited. Month 2, how many people you got? 2. Month 3, you got 4. Month 4, you got 8, and so on and so forth as you start growing, right? Well, that is really how your business grows. Any business, doesn't matter what industry you get into, any business you get into really does grow pretty much just like this, okay? And then, so why is it, you hear it all the time. The people that are successful in networking, all they did is what? They stuck around. They stayed with it. That was it. And so that is how you drive. That is how you should be looking at your businesses. If you're just looking at the business going, hey, if I can sign up 1 person a month for the next 12 months and I can teach everybody to do the same thing, guess what? You just found out what your end result's going to be in 12 months. Guess what month 13 is? Over 4,000 people. How many people does it take to fill your matrix 7 levels deep? Right? You know how much money you make on just your 7th level alone? This isn't an opportunity call, so I can tell you guys are all in just on level or on a complete matrix from the top down, okay? 7 levels deep, just 7 levels deep. Okay, in this example, getting 1 person who goes out and gets 1 person each month and does the same thing, trains everybody to do the same thing. 12 months, you have 2,048 people. Month 13 over 4,000, then over 8,000. Now I know it doesn't work out that way. Okay, I understand that it's not mathematically, it doesn't follow perfect mathematics. Okay, we understand that, but it goes to illustrate exactly how your business truly grows over time. And so this is what you guys need to focus on when you're looking at the matrix. This is what you need to focus on when you're talking to people about the business, is that this is a long-term business. It's not a business where, like other businesses where you join and you're kind of off on your own, and if you don't recruit anybody, you have no hope of ever making any money. not like one of those, but it's not a business where you're necessarily going to join and then the very next day you have 20 people in your team because of overflow. That's not necessarily going to happen, because if you remember how the organization grows, it grows in straight lines initially, straight lines down as people sponsor the people that they know, and then they start incrementally, like this guy here might add a second person this next month. Well, that filled his second position. And then maybe this guy here sponsors somebody who falls in and does spillover. Well, then that filled his third position, and so on and so forth. So it starts growing incrementally over time. So you just need to let your business have the time to grow and develop to get there. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this part of it up right now and open up the lines to questioning, to any questions. I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody right now, but if you don't have a question and you have background noise and you know who you are, okay, please do mute yourself out by clicking the little microphone button up in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, and get yourself muted out so we don't disturb everybody else that's trying to listen to any questions that someone else might have. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody, and then if you have any questions, go ahead and ask your questions. If not, mute yourself until you have a question. Okay, guys? So here we go. I'm going to unmute it now. Possibly. Okay, 1 second, guys. Let me just see what's going on here so if I can get everybody unmuted. 1 moment. I apologize, guys. Let me just get the right spot here to get you guys all unmuted. I thought I had it, but apparently it did not work. Okay, I'm going to manually unmute guys, and it should start telling you that your line's unmuted. And if you don't have a question right now, go ahead and mute yourself back out. And go ahead if you have a question as you become unmuted here.
Hey, Rick, it's Brody.
Hey, Brody, how you doing, sir?
Doing well.
Good.
Yeah, still getting a lot.
Hey, guys, I hear like a TV or something in the background. If you could mute yourself out just by hitting the button, that would be great. All right, go ahead, Brody.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could answer the question. What would be some most common mistakes some new people would do?
Hey, Brody, I can barely hear you. One second, okay? Could you say that again? See if I can hear you better.
What would be some most common mistake for new people?
Oh, the most common mistake for new people?
Yes.
Oh, I'll tell you, the most common mistake for new people is fire hosing. that is the most common mistake for brand new people in the business. And what I mean by fire hosing is, you go out and actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute everybody out because I'm getting a lot of background. If you have a question, raise your hand. There we go. So and let me just finish answering that first question though, Brody. Is that when fire hosing is basically when you get excited about the business, you're super excited and you go out and you find your first prospect and talking to them, and you might say it starts off innocent, it always starts off innocent. You talk to a friend or family member and they're like, oh, what have you been up to? And so, oh, not a whole lot, but I just got involved in my own business. And they're like, oh, really? What's that all about? And then all of a sudden the floodgates open. Every last detail about the company. Well, I'm in this company. It's a mobile app company, but we do travel and got this awesome compensation plan. And get paid without having to do anything, and fire hose, right? And so they just start just laying it on as thick as possible, just spraying it on them, right? Well, you got to think about it. Would you join a business with somebody if they just basically threw up all over your face? You're not going to do it, right? Well, that's what fire hosing is, and that is the most common issue that somebody has when they get involved in the business. Less is more, really. You're new, you don't understand everything yet. Even if you think you do, okay, you don't understand everything yet. If you're brand new, if you haven't made your first paycheck yet in the company, you don't understand anything yet. Okay, so the thing is, you want to, even if you have, just be new for a while. Okay, especially when you get started, is be new. Tell them, hey, I don't have all the answers. But you know what? I'm working with my sponsor, Brody, and he's been in the business since basically day one. He's doing a fantastic job in the business, and I would really love to get you on the phone with him so he could explain how everything works and go over all that with you. Okay, let's see if we can go ahead and get him on the phone right now, because I know he's really busy. But let's see if we can get him on the phone right now. Doot, 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 doot. Ring, ring. Hey, this is Brody. Hey, Brody, this is Tom. I got Jim on the line, and I was just telling him a little bit about you and about MyFunlife. And I was just wondering if you could just take a few moments of your time and maybe just give him just a little bit of information about MyFunlife and why it's such a great company. Thanks, Brody. Boom. And then Brody's going to take it over, and he's going to close your prospect. Okay? That is the biggest mistake. Most people want to go out, they want to fire hose people with all the information, and then they scare them off. Because it only takes one thing that somebody hears, a prospect hears, that turns them off about the business, and then they don't want to hear anything else. And then when you're brand new in the business, you may say something that's incorrect or put something in a light that doesn't make sense, and it actually makes it to where somebody is turned off by the business at that point. Hey guys, there is also a spot where you guys can do a thing where you can raise your hand rather than having to put questions into the question box. I think it's next to wherever, but I got a couple questions here that I'm going to follow up on. Next one is when booking hotels. Oh wait, I already answered that one. Get rid of that. Okay. Are we going to have biz card ideas soon? Yes, the company will have business cards available soon through a company store to order those. Then I think also they're going to make it to where you can get those printed at your own printer and stuff as well. So that'll be coming out as well. Brody, yes, I do have the details on the car bonuses only for the level 1 bonus, and that's at $400 on the first bonus for the car bonus. In order to qualify, you need to be a Sapphire, meaning that you've personally sponsored 20 people in the business, and then you need to have 1,000 people in your organization with no less than 250 in each leg. So you have 3 legs, so you could have 250, 250, 500. And if you're a Sapphire, a current Sapphire with 20 or more personals, then you would qualify for the car bonus. There are going to be some other qualifiers as far as the cars themselves that you can purchase with the car bonus. Your year requirements is really what it is. Just they don't want you getting things that are too old. But other than that, that's the basics of the car bonus. The details will be released here shortly. Should be coming out here pretty soon. Jim, yes, it is good to have a Facebook fan page. And hey, guys, I want to open the lines back up because I know it's harder to type in and everything, and maybe you guys aren't seeing where you can ask questions, but there is a section where you can just hit a little hand button to raise your hand, and then I can unmute you, and you can just ask the question right away. So if somebody has a question and could do that right now, that'd be excellent. Well, there we go. All right, Kevin, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you right now, sir. All right, Kevin. What's your question, sir? Hello, Kevin? Oh, Kevin, you're self-muted right now. You need to unmute yourself. I cannot unmute you. You need to hit the little microphone button again, Kevin.
Okay, you hear me now?
I sure can, Kevin. Go ahead.
Okay, fantastic. I think there was something I was missing here with memberships.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is travel the only thing that we're looking at, or is there other things that we need to be looking at with the company?
Okay. Currently, our first product is travel, and so. I'm going to mute you just for a second while I'm talking because it feeds back into my ear. But yes, currently our first product is travel, and that is our current product. Our next product that we will go into will be health. That'll be the next industry that we go into. Will be health, and we'll have multiple products related to that that'll be tied into the app. Now, one thing this also brings up is I want to clarify what how the MyFunlife apps are going to work. And then I'll unmute you here in a second. The MyFunlife, we're going to have the initial app is the base app, which actually is the MyFunlife app itself. When you become a free member or get involved with the company, you get the MyFunlife app, and depending on your membership, it'll unlock various aspects of the app as far as what it can do. But if you're a paid member, then you'll have the base app will allow you to do recruiting through it. Okay, it's going to be a recruiting tool. It'll have like business card. It'll like an electronic business card. You can contact your contacts through it. You can show videos. It's a recruiting tool. Okay, is really what it is. It serves that. It also serves a function of being able to get into your back office and all those kinds of things. And then there's some things that they haven't released yet that will that'll come out as well. Because see, the base app was actually the backstory on this. When we went out, we were looking for a company to produce our apps. We came across a company that had developed an app that's specifically for the network marketing industry, and they were in the process of releasing it through 15 other network marketing companies, and they were going to sell it at $15 to $20 per user to the network marketing companies, who were then going to mark it up to their members. That app is going to be just part of being MyFunlife. And what happened is that Dan loved the product so much, he went to the company and he negotiated, and he actually bought the company. Okay, so we own the app company that produced that app, and we pulled it off the market. It is only going to be marketed through or used by MyFunlife for our members, for our reps. Now, all of our other products, MyFun Travel being the first mobile app that we developed, it's a module that plugs into the main app. So you go in there, you go into your MyFunlife app, and if you've got MyFun Travel, it'll have that link on there. If you have MyFun Finances, it'll have that link. If you have MyFun Health, it'll have that one. If you have MyFun Energy, it'll have that one, or whatever we call it. But we're going to have multiple industries that we go into. We're going to have health, which will tie in supplements. We'll tie in different health-related products, like maybe massages, stuff like that. Think about this. Really, MyFunlife is really in a similar sense. It's a lot like Groupon and Living Social and stuff like that, because when people have their app on our phone, we know what they buy. We know what they do with that app, right? So now we can market to them. We can market other products and services. We can sell advertising to our network, okay, to advertisers, and then our network can profit. You, me, everyone in MyFunlife can then profit off of that. So MyFunlife is bigger than travel. It's bigger than just being a mobile app company. MyFunlife is a social network. MyFunlife is a social network that we can market and sell products to and earn commissions just by being associated with it. Okay, that is what MyFunlife is. I'm going to unmute you, Kevin. Did that answer your question? Oh, there you go. And you're self-muted again, sir. Hey, Kevin, did that answer your question? I can't unmute you, so you have to do it yourself. All right, looks like we might have lost Kevin there. Oh, there he is. Okay. Did that answer your question about the about that?
So basically, in other words, the base app provides all the links to what the company has to offer. That's what I got. Is that correct?
That is correct. The base app then ties in with all the other apps. So all the other apps plug into the base app is how that works. And so yes, everything will be included under one MyFunlife app, and then the different products that you have will then be activated inside of the app. Is how that'll work.
Okay.
Perfect. Any other questions, guys? Okay, I got another question here. Is it a good idea to have a Facebook fan page? Absolutely. I would do that. I personally don't have one. I've been too busy with other things, but I think anything that you can do to draw in marketing to yourself, I think is good. Build your own personal I guess brand. Just to give you an example, I've got here's our team website, but if I were to go over to my personal blog, I've got joinmyfunlife.com, personal blog here, and So so I put this up, and so I give people can see you, right? So you're branding yourself. Same thing you're doing with the Facebook fan page. You're branding yourself. You're branding who you are, what you are, and the organization that you're associated with. And all I talk about is I talk about Team One. I talk about our organization. Everything that I'm doing is driving traffic to Team One or driving traffic to my personal links. This is my personal website, so if they click here, of course, they're going to go to my personal link with MyFunlife. But I also drive traffic directly to Team One, which then, I don't know if I talked about this earlier, but as we get our lead generation system in place, you notice here on the front page, when somebody goes in and they decide, hey, they see the little video thing here kind of comes across, a little slideshow. By the way, if there's anybody out there that has talents in developing this kind of stuff, come and see me. Same goes for videos. If you have the aptitude to go out and develop training videos and stuff like that, by all means do them. Let's get them into our network here and as support tools and everything for the team. But so what'll happen here is they'll click on here for join now and say, hey, I want to join Team One, right? And so they click on there. Well, what's going to happen is right now they put in their name, their email and stuff and say, hey, yeah, I want to join Team One. But eventually what's going to happen is they're going to put their name and their email. They're going to hit enter, and that person is going to be given as a lead to somebody that's using our lead generation system. Now, remember when I was talking about the fact that by developing these team resources and everything, we're going to attract leadership, because leaders, when they go out and they decide to join a network marketing company, they don't go out and find some ad online and go, oh, I want to join with that guy. Okay, Joe Schmo from Nowhereville, right? They don't do that. They might find out about MyFunlife online. They might find out about it through your ad, okay? They might find out about it. They might see it, but then what they're going to do is they're going to research and find who they want to join with, what organization they want to join with. I just spoke to a gentleman earlier today. He sought us out. He found my website here, the Join My Fun Life page. Found my link here. Contacted me because he saw all the stuff that we were putting together. He's got a large organization over in Australia, and I spent about 35, 40 minutes on the phone with him, and now he's joining our team. Okay, that's the importance of having these things. We will attract other leadership to our organization, and that is how we build. So when you build your own brand using things like Facebook fan pages and stuff like that, you're establishing a brand for yourself, your own identity. But again, I would encourage everyone, tie yourself into Team One. Start talking about Team One. Talk about the organization. Use the organization, the size of it, and as we grow and develop, it'll become more and more powerful because there's size and numbers. You say, hey, look, I'm part of an organization that has over 4,000 people looking to join right now. It sounds a lot more enticing to somebody who wants to get involved than saying, hey, I just joined yesterday and I don't have anybody with me, and I'd really love it if you joined my team, right? Okay. Hey, Scott, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you. Scott, I think it's Scott Edwards. Let me look here. Yes, Scott Edwards. Okay, Scott Edwards, I'm going to unmute you here right now.
Hey, Rick, how you doing?
Very good, sir.
My question is, I kind of got a pay it forward going on right now. I've committed to paying 12 months for my team, for my main three, and they're kind of like paying it up. So what we're doing is we're trying to build me up to diamond, and then I'm going to start building them up to diamond. Is this a good idea or a bad idea?
When you say they're building you up to diamond, are you saying that their personals are going under you?
No, I mean their personals are going under them, but as far as funding-wise, getting resources out to be able to bring in more pre-enrollees and more members, they're actually helping me with advertising to expand.
Okay.
So the way the leg's growing, from what I'm seeing, that might not be such a great idea.
Yeah, because I mean, really, it's always good, to get a title and whatnot. I mean, I'm not a diamond yet either. I'm a ruby. I'm a ruby in the comp plan, but I'm working towards diamond as well. But I would say for 1 second here, I would say for most people, you would want to really concentrate on working on your own organization. Now, now what they're doing is they're basically co-oping with you essentially to help you to get to diamond faster by participating in marketing with you. I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing if that's something they want to do, and then because it gets you to diamond, let's say you get to diamond and then you turn the marketing on to them, and do that if that's something you want to do. I mean, I guess if everybody's in agreement and all that, it's not a bad thing, but really, I'm all for, working together, but not necessarily. I don't know that I would necessarily put all those leads just under you. You might want to consider doing more like a rotation between you and your group, where you're rotating those leads amongst you, and you're just combining your marketing together so you can get more of an impact in whatever venue or area that you're marketing in. Here, I'm going to unmute you again. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Well, see, the main concept behind what we're doing is sort of like build one guy at a time, and then expand them as we go. Mm-hmm. It's really confusing the way we got it set up. So I'm paying it forward. I'm committing to paying their membership for 1 year. So I've already vested $750 in them.
Got it.
And then they're investing monthly back on me. So
okay. I don't have any problem with that at all. I mean, whatever you guys worked out is definitely up to you on that. But that makes sense what you just said. But that I don't think that's a bad idea necessarily. Because you become a diamond, obviously it's going to be advantageous to your first 3 guys also.
And to me, it shows my belief in the company.
Yep.
100% I'm for MyFunlife, and they see this by my commitment when I did that. So now they're committed because they see my commitment, and I want to roll that back on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, it seems to be working pretty well right now, but I just, like you say, I would like to see them open up at least 3 each, but, the way I'm going about it is a little expensive. I know you see me all over the net.
Oh, I do. I see you everywhere, buddy. I see you all over the place. Absolutely. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, and so, I mean, should I stay at this or should I, stop? Right now I'm gold. Should I keep continuing or... the rotation sounds like a good idea, but in the same note, the expense that it costs, and we're on a shoestring budget, so a little bit from each of us helps build one, and then I will build each one of them as I grow.
Exactly. No, I think if you guys are comfortable with it, go for it. Anything you can do to, and plus you're creating a nice tight knit group of people there. Also, you guys are all really working together, so I don't see anything bad with that at all.
Yeah, they truly believe in me, so I guess that's the one thing that I got going for me. Everyone that I work with, they truly believe in me, so I guess branding yourself is definitely important.
Absolutely, and and the thing is, what I really see with our organization, we want to brand our organization too. I want to spotlight everybody that wants to step up and be leadership with MyFunlife. I want to spotlight. Sorry, I just muted you for a second. I was getting a lot of feedback right in my ear, but. No, I really want to, spotlight everybody and that wants to step up and do leadership in the Team One organization. Both on the website and then also, getting you guys in front of the room for corporate. That's the thing is, we have a great group of leadership. We got one of our leaders actually, Mark Samus is jumping up to start doing corporate trainings here shortly. And, we're going to have a bunch of you guys coming on board, and it would just be the best thing ever for our organization if we had, 10, 15, 20 leaders, up in front of the room, maybe not every single day, but, on a weekly or every other week or whatever, going through a schedule to do corporate calls, to do Team One calls. Eventually I want to have, 15, 20, Team One calls a week going on. Both trainings and opportunity presentations, and I can't do them all myself. It's just impossible, and I need you guys to really get in there and dig in and jump on board with that as well. One second, Jim. Just going to ask Scott if he had any other follow up on that. Do you have any other follow up on that, sir?
Yeah, there's one more comment I want to make. I want to see more people use the sizzle cards too. They absolutely do work. They work very well. I brought in, as you can see, you say 4,000 pre-enrollees on there. My team brought in 1,800 of them.
Yep.
And my team is growing and growing and growing. Those sizzle cards work. They work very well. I just want people to know that it is important that we get the word out manually, not necessarily online.
Yeah.
And they do see our excitement. They see it in our face. We're knowledgeable about what we do. It's very important that we get it out. So I just want to make that comment about the sizzle cards. And
Perfect.
I have an example that you could show people if you'd like.
Absolutely. Definitely. Do you want to send that to me?
Yeah, I'll send that out to you.
Perfect. All right, Scott, let me... Go ahead.
That was the main question, and I mean, if you ever need me in the future to help, I'm there. I'm for the team 100%.
Absolutely. Well, and like I said, I've been, I sent you an email earlier. I've been watching some of the stuff you're doing and everything. I think you would do fantastic on the opportunity calls and doing some trainings and stuff too. You got a great voice for it. So let's talk more about that. Let's get you going on that as well.
Okay, wonderful.
Perfect.
And I'd like to be today.
I'm sorry,
I'd like to thank you for having me today, Rick.
Absolutely, no problem. Thank you. All right, Jim, you're on, sir, and you are self-muted, I think, looks like.
Hi, Rick. I'd just like to know if you plan on doing any training in the Facebook area, paid for clicks through Facebook, and I'd be interested in his sizzle card there too. I like that idea.
Absolutely. Yes, we are going to be doing training on that. What we're doing right now is we've got a lot of guys in our team that are Facebook experts, that are online experts when it comes to marketing online. And so really what I'm looking to do is I want to bring in anybody, really anyone on the team, even if you're not like quote unquote hey, I'm a paid guru or whatever on certain aspects of training, but you have knowledge and you're an expert. I mean, if you're if you can be qualified as an expert, and you've got materials that you want to release out to the team and stuff like that, by all means get them over to me. But what we're doing is we've got some guys like like Michael Butler is one of them in our organization that is a high-end online marketer. He gets paid to consult on this kind of stuff, and he's going to be, doing stuff like that along with some other guys on our team as well. And then I've got some contacts outside of our organization that are in the industry that I'm working with right now that are going to give us stuff that normally would cost $200, $300, $400, that kind of stuff, that kind of training. They're going to give it to our team for free, and with the idea that if you want to purchase some kind of additional training, that you would do that through them for some additional cost, but it would be at a discount. And like what I've told them, and I want to make this very clear, I will make absolutely $0 on any kind of training or anything any kind of upsells or anything like that. There's absolutely not $1 that I will be making on that. I've made it very clear to anybody that I've spoken to that if there is a affiliate program or something like that associated with their product, that I want at least a discount minimum of what they pay their affiliates. So if it's a 50% affiliate product, I want 50% off for my team minimum on that product, and I don't want to see $1 of it. But that is what we're going to be doing. We will be releasing additional training and whatnot, on those different areas, and it'll be on internet marketing, it'll be on network marketing specifically, team building, all those kinds of trainings, and we just want to have a whole library resource for people to get into to be able to self-train themselves, and then if they want to go and get additional information or additional training, they can then contact those authors and those trainers to get additional training at that point. But those are some of the things that we're going to be offering, so that'll be coming in as well. Did you have another follow-up question on that, Jim?
No, it's good. Thanks, Rick. All
Perfect.
Sounds good.
All right, good. Any other questions? Is there a link for the sizzle cards? I believe it's in. I think they have. No, honestly, I haven't even gone through those yet myself. To be honest, I know there's somewhere in the back office, or there's if somebody actually knows where that is exactly, want to chime up or chime in, that would be great. But I don't remember. I think it's in maybe in the marketing materials section if I remember right. But no, email examples. I know there is. I know they're supposed to. If they're not in there, they're supposed to be in there. If they're not, I know we were talking about them during our trainers call earlier this week, and so I'm sure they'll be in there here shortly. And Kevin, I'm going to unmute you here right now. There you go. I think you're still self-muted though, Kevin. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
Okay, great. Just want to make sure I press the right button.
What's that? What was your question?
When I sign somebody up, okay, the idea is they're going to go through the online page, and then am I going to have my own website?
Are you talking about for MyFunlife?
Yes.
Yeah, you have your own website on MyFunlife that you would use to sign people up specifically, and in your back office there's a couple different ways you can send people. You can send them to your landing pages, which are under my website addresses right here. So if you look at that, you've got some different lead capture pages that you can send online marketing to. Now, with your friends and family, people that you know personally, I'm not sending them to these. I mean, it's kind of a sterile approach, to do it that way. I would take and walk them through the process of just watching the videos directly on your main website. But that would be your username. So in my case, it would be diamond MyFunlife, and so that would be like your landing page. That's how you get to your landing page, right there. Is that the question that you're asking?
Yeah, in other words, by me taking them through it, and then like you're doing tonight, that's kind of how I have to go about this.
As far as signing people up, new people into the business,
Hello?
Yeah, you would want to send them directly to your team, your site. Oh, go ahead. Hey, Kevin, I can't hear you.
Oh. I want to send them directly to my site.
Yeah, you want to send them directly to your site. If you're signing people up that you know personally, I would send them directly to your main MyFunlife website. If you're sending just internet traffic, then you can use the lead capture pages for the internet traffic. That'll give you some statistics and stuff like that too that you can track. Hey, Kevin, I'm sorry, but you're really breaking up bad.
Okay.
You're clipping really bad. I heard that. Maybe you just were a little bit too far away from the mic or something. Did you have another question?
No.
Okay. All right. Hey, are there any other questions? Oh, go ahead. All right. So, any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Looks like we've got a new person joining right now, Mr. Sean Austin. All right, sir. And don't look like on yet. Here, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you if you have any. Sean, do you have any questions for us? Looks like you just got on. All right, doesn't look like. All right, anybody else have any questions? If not, I think we'll go ahead and wrap this call up. We went a little bit over an hour here today, and hopefully we touched on some things that will help you guys in building the business and really kind of seeing, what we're going to be able to do with MyFunlife and with our organization, Team One. But really just to kind of recap, I want to get everybody out there really focusing when you're talking to people about business. Remember, you're part of an organization. It's not just you out there by yourself. You're part of Team One. We have a large organization. We have over 4,000 people that are looking at the business right now to join. We have a nice active group of people, over almost 500 people that are active in the business right now as part of our organization. And within the next 30 to 45 days, if we go through and we work through our contact managers and we work with our upline, get with your sponsor, get with your sponsor's sponsor, whomever you need to get with, and we start working through and we start calling and doing three-way calls with these pre-enrollees, we will convert them, okay? And now another thing, some of these pre-enrollees, they were in the business and then they became inactive, okay? You want to get a hold of those guys again and re-educate them on MyFunlife, because MyFunlife is not a travel opportunity, okay? We gotta show people it's much bigger than that. We're a mobile app company, but we're even bigger than that. We're a network. And as we develop our network, we tie in products and services that we give access to at wholesale for only $21 a month per area that we go into. So if we do, financial services, $21 a month. If it's health, it's $21 a month. If it's travel, it's $21 a month. And then we give you wholesale access. So we need to re-educate people how that works. And there's something here that should get you really excited. When I look at our organization, I was thinking about this the other day. Our residual income right now, residual is a month right now, residual income. That's not including coded bonuses or anything like that. That's with one app, guys. One app. Imagine when we have 10 apps and we don't even have to grow the organization any larger. You just take it by 10 residual, right? Well, we know that we're going to grow, okay? So can you kind of see just really how powerful the compensation plan is? Even when you're just getting started and really getting things going, developing, residual income that quickly is possible with MyFunlife, and it's not that hard, guys. We just need to educate people about the comp plan, about the company, and about really what the opportunity is all about and what the future is. And so that said, it looks like we're all done here. I don't see any other open questions right now. If there are any last-minute questions, please ask them right now. I don't want to end the call without answering everybody's questions. So, if you have something that's just burning a hole in your mind, get it out right now. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the call. All right, going on. I'm going to go ahead and just unmute everyone and just say, hey, thanks, guys. I really do appreciate you guys coming to the call today. Thank you for getting on this one. We're going to start doing these calls. We're going to start doing a weekly call. I think this Monday we're going to start with our opportunity call, followed by a quick training, and then starting the following week we'll start adding probably a second call at that point. So other than that, that's all I have for today. I want to thank you guys for getting on here, and we'll see you guys on the next call.